Secretary General of SAI Model United Nations 2015, Sarthak Panda, to present the welcome address.
A very good morning to you all. It gives me immense pleasure to welcome our eminent speakers, delegates, and chairpersons from India and abroad. We are indeed honored to have you here with us. The 600 national and international delegates, including the extremely capable and reputed executive board, will add significantly to the international dimensions. It gives me great pride to be standing in front of you as the Secretary General of the third edition of SAIMUN, acknowledged as the largest school-level MUN in Eastern India. SAIMUN was introduced to initiate a dynamic change in the youth towards imbibing the much required skills of proper expression of thoughts after fruitful deliberations and finally emerging with solutions for some pressing issues which are matter of concern for the entire world. Organized from 26th to the 28th of 2013 July, the inaugural edition of SAIMUN was the first ever International Model United Conference. It is our sincere hope that this year's conference will provide delegates with the most educational, inspiring, and rewarding experience possible. With our strength increasing to more than 600 this year, we form a collaborative force in the city of Bhubaneswar, in the state of Odisha, in a country called India, in the continent of Asia, who, with 7.1 billion people, will work towards making a substantial change in the beautiful planet called Earth. But isn't 600 out of 7.1 billion a small, insignificant speck? Indeed, it is. Yet, it is the contribution of these small groups which make significant contributions for the larger and major driving force comprising for the rest of the 7 billion others. Ever since the human race set foot on the blue planet, it hasn't stopped growing with an increasing need to embrace a simple concept called humanity. The world as we know, it has been ailing with issues. The air is filled with the news of insurgencies, wars, conflicts, disparities, massacres, violation of human rights, and several other headlines that don't even make it to the newspapers, as the limited freedom or no freedom of expression decapacitates expression itself. Focusing on Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, one world, one family, SAIMUN 2015 will be a challenging platform for all the delegates to learn critical thinking, followed by emerging with solutions which will intend to make visible social impact through discovering and understanding international problems, issues, and policies. Times are changing with the force slowly coursing its way to resuscitate humanity. Women are coming out of their homes, holding on to their rights, getting educated, autocratic regimes are being usurped, and democracy installed. Corporate organization and NGOs taking on more crucial roles in society, mass protests for condemning the wrong, new global leaders emerging on various fronts, legislatures on various issues gaining prominence, changing mindset of various people, the downtrodden and the marginalized having their voices heard, children being freed from war, and freedom of expression gaining momentum. Gautam Buddha once said, a generous heart, kind speech, and compassion are the things that renew humanity. I urge that we help each other, help the world, and help it become a better place, a better planet, and a celebrated existence. The United Nations was created for uniting efforts to unravel the travesties of the world and find what lies beneath, and in some way make a change for the better in this world. Let's work together to make every human stand for humanity, for the sake of all mankind. We are meant to be the elements of change. Our awareness, socially, politically, philosophically, technologically, economically, and morally, is the driving force. The fact that you and I are a part of this MUN shows that you can turn this awareness into an advantage. It's these small efforts that matter. This year, the committees and the agendas we have will surely stimulate the effective side in you. The 8 committees of the MUN, which are UNCSW, Commission on Status of Women, NATO, North Atlantic Treaty Organization, SOCOM, United Nations General Assembly, Social, Humanitarian and Cultural, UNHRC, Human Rights Council, ECOFIN, Economic and Financial Committee, UNESCO, United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization, SPECPOL, the Special Political and Decolonization Committee, UNODC, United Nations Office on Drugs and Crimes, will be discussing on various issues like discrimination against women in armed forces, facing increasing Russian aggression, humanitarian intervention, international efforts to combat money laundering and financing of terrorism, to cite a few. Despite diversity, we believe in coming together to celebrate unity and oneness. Since we were unable to prevent the ailments that continue plaguing the world, and our efforts in trying to prevent further devastation should continue unabated. Humanity is won by continuing to play in the face of certain defeat. I hope that this conference will bring the change in you to question, understand, and speak. I also hope that this summit will do justice to some of the ideas which were created by diplomats many years ago in the spirit of United Nations. Now it's your turn. Be productive, be assertive, and most importantly, be futuristic. Unity in diversity is a slogan which seeks to celebrate how a nation can be stronger by welcoming different cultural, social, and ethnic elements. Unity in diversity seeks to move beyond mere tolerance of other ethnic, cultural, and religious divisions, but seeks to promote the idea that each distinct constituent part plays a valid contribution which strengthens the whole. As I conclude, I would like to reiterate Bob Marley's much famed words, which has made a prodigious impact on me. One love, one heart, one destiny, we unite. Thank you.